Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and sparkling streams, there was a cat named Mr. Wiggles. Mr. Wiggles was no ordinary cat. He had a peculiar habit of sleepwalking. Every night, Mr. Wiggles would wander out of his cozy bed and go on wild adventures around the village. One night, he climbed to the top of the tallest tree in the village square and slept there until morning. Another night, he snuck into the local bakery and ate all the freshly baked muffins. The villagers found it all very amusing, and they would often leave treats out for Mr. Wiggles to find during his nighttime escapades. One day, Mr. Wiggles heard that there was going to be a big celebration in the village to mark the arrival of a new mayor. Mr. Wiggles was excited to join in the festivities and decided to prepare by taking a long nap during the day. He thought he could sleepwalk his way through the celebration, enjoying all the food and fun without anyone suspecting a thing. As the night fell, the village came alive with music and laughter. Mr. Wiggles emerged from his house, sleepwalking as usual. He stumbled his way through the crowds of people, stealing bites of food here and there. He even managed to win first prize in the dance competition, twirling and spinning in his sleep. But things took a turn for the worse when Mr. Wiggles came across a barrel of fish that had been left out for the celebration. In his sleepwalking state, he didn't realize that the fish was meant to be cooked and eaten. He began to chomp down on the raw fish, making a big mess and causing a commotion. The villagers quickly realized what was going on and decided that Mr. Wiggles needed to be stopped. They formed a circle around him and began to chant, "Wake up, Mr. Wiggles, wake up." At first, Mr. Wiggles ignored them and continued to eat the fish, but eventually, he stirred from his slumber. When Mr. Wiggles woke up, he was confused and disoriented. He looked around at the crowd of people staring at him and the mess he had made. He felt embarrassed and ashamed. The villagers, however, were kind and forgiving. They laughed and patted Mr. Wiggles on the head, telling him that it was all just a funny dream. From that day on, Mr. Wiggles still sleepwalked, but he was more careful about where he went and what he did. And the villagers continued to leave out treats for him, knowing that he was just a silly, sleepwalking cat. And so, dear children, the lesson of this story is to always be careful when you're sleepwalking, and never eat raw fish at a party. Good night.